Hello ladies, gents, boys and girls, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and welcome to MK Studios Zurich. We're on the ground here in the inibuilds A340-300 as Edelweiss 70 with service over to Mauritius. Flight time of 11 hours and 5 minutes. We're going to be departing off of runway 16 and at the moment arriving on runway 32 into Mauritius. Long haul overnight flight tonight. I thought it'd be interesting to jump back in the A340. Haven't flown it in a little bit since my last video reviewing it, so I thought we'd do a nice long haul. This is a real world route flown by the real world aircraft, so I thought it'd be very interesting. Two beautiful sceneries as well. We've got the MK Studios version 2 for Zurich, and when we get down to Mauritius it's FSDG. So let's jump into the flight deck and get everything set up for our long haul. So, welcome into the beautiful flight deck of the A340-300. It looks really good in the night lighting. inibuilds have done a fantastic job. The flickering in the scenery, I don't know what causes that, but it does it as a lot of sceneries for me. We'll insert our flight from sim brief, so Zurich to Mauritius, and we'll go to weight and payload, and we'll just import everything from sim brief, and we'll instant load, and then we'll ask GSX if they can board us, and IRS is to the nav position. Fuel pumps can come on. No smoking. We get the ground control on, crew supply on, and we can go into the FMC. So, init reference, request our flight plan. That does it automatically. Edelweiss 70, LSZH to FIMP, and our departure is off of runway 16, and we are going to be departing on the Decky 1 Tango departure. That one right there. Insert that, and into FIMP we're going to go on the runway 32. I think it's an RNAV. Yes, it will be an RNAV, so we'll go for the RNAV Zulu if possible. Look at the texture work on that that bit of
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Was it leather on the left hand side by the FMC? That looks unbelievable in that lighting. So yeah, it is the RNAV Zulu 32, and we're going to be arriving on the Tiber 2 Foxtrot. There is no via at the moment, I don't believe. No, it's just
departure checks completed. Bypass pin
it just
inserted.
looks like a downwind leg, and we turn in, so it looks easy enough. Doesn't look too hard. We'll sink the barrow 1017. It's very cold. Says there might be snow here in a minute, so that'd be cool how it's depicted in the sim. Right, let's go through, step through the flight plan. So left hand turn after departure, down through Europe, Africa,
Locking gear.
and over Madagascar into Mauritius. Lovely. Right, okay. Arc. And we'll get some APU on. It's going to be cold in that cabin. Predictive wind shear on, auto. And start the APU. We'll add a little bit of extra fuel because our alternate is quite a long way away. Get the charts up first. This departure is a bit strange. As you can see on the SID, it's depicted in the FMC as an immediate left turn, but I did a practice sector and it's 2,000 feet or above. You can't until you can start that turn. Let's get clear of the terminal building. And that one there. As you can see on the actual chart, it's depicted at like a sort of arcing turn to join back onto the departure, and it's an initial climb at 5,000 feet. So I get that all plugged in there. Flight direct to left, flight direct to right. APU's on. Get the bleed on. And the external powers can be turned off. And we'll have heated air coming into the cabin. And we'll request the winds as well. I don't know if it already does it in this aeroplane, and on the Phoenix you have to double click it before you can insert. So it looks like it's already done it for us, that's fine. And we'll go in a reference, and we'll add some extra fuel now. So we'll just go 91 tons. I'm happy with that, 91 tons. That'll fill me up with a little bit more confidence. Instant load. Right, let's jump down into the FMC. So we've got 91 tons there. So we've got 91 in the FMC and 91 indicated on the ECAM. And the zero fuel weight is going to be 147.5 with a CG of 26.7. Everything's plugged in there. And for the departure, because of the aircraft, how heavy it is, we're going to actually force the aeroplane into toga. So we're going to force toga, anti-ice off, we don't need it because it's not snowing yet. There's the QNH, the outside air temperature is 1 degree, air conditioning off, so the pack's off. I'm going to force toga, I'm going to flap 2, and that's going to give us those speeds with toga. I'm going to confirm on the takeoff page, and that is everything set up. So we'll wait for GSX to finish loading, and then we'll get ready for pushback. Right, so GSX, prepare for pushback. No, we do not need any
Due to icing conditions,
anti-ice.
please stand by for engine start.
And we'll go
Until push is
nose
complete,
roll
setting
tail
brakes and brakes are
left,
set.
beacon light on. Just got to wait for some ground equipment to clear, and then we can get rocking and rolling. So there's the routing for the SID. We just have to make sure not to start that left turn until 2,000 feet. Lovely. Right. Parking brake released.
Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start.
We'll stand
Until
by
push
for
is
engine
completed
start.
and brakes are set.
So this is the newest updated version of the inibuilds A340, and at the time of recording they've actually changed the position of the outboard engine to correctly oh, I've just got that warning again, that's fine. They've changed a couple of exterior model things, which is fine, and it's quite nice to see them doing that. We'll clear all the warnings on there. So today's routing takes us the length of Italy over Greece, and then we're flying over Egypt, entering Saudi Arabian airspace. We'll fly directly over Jeddah, down into Ethiopia, over Somalia, just north of Madagascar, and then descending into Mauritius. It's just nice routing today. Should be quite scenic. By the time we're over sort of the eastern part of Africa, it should be light. Right, we'll go engine number 1. Oh, my rudders, what's going on with that? I think I need to unplug my rudders.
Brakes.
So set the parking brakes first. We'll start engine number 1. I might just need to unplug my rudders shortly. There you go. So, no, it's just a mismatch on the rudders. That's fine though. I've got engine number 1 spooling up 20%, and we'll throw number 2 in. There's engine number 2 starting now. Just looks so cool.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
You
can disconnect.
And what's really cool is if you guys have been paying attention to the Aerosoft and Tolis collaboration with the A340-300, I'm very excited for that. Some Virgin Atlantic 340-600 operations in the Tolis 340 is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Unlocking gear.
And it looks very good so far. I think they said they're just working on the exterior modelling as we throw number 3 in, and that aeroplane should be ready to go. So hopefully Q1 2026 it should be ready.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
And engine number 4 can go to start. Every time I fly the Edelweiss 340, I enjoy it more and more. You get a real appreciation for the aeroplane when you've flown it quite a bit. It's quite a simple aircraft to handle. It's just like a big 320, but it's really nice. The modelling they've got for it is pretty spectacular, if you ask me. The system depth's okay. It's just a simple A to B aeroplane. Its VNAV and LNAV's brilliant. That's all I really ask for. I think it can do holds, but I wouldn't want to try doing a hold in this aeroplane in case it just bricked itself and had a WASM crash. But yeah, apart from that, it's a brilliant aeroplane. I've only had 2 WASM crashes in this aeroplane, luckily at the start of flights. So into the overhead panel, APU bleed, master off, taxi light on. Get the dome light off now, and we'll go speed brakes armed, start switch to norm, flaps to 2, and we'll go and have a look at our flight controls, and we'll get the trim to its correct stage, so we'll get it to 5.6. There you go, and full right, neutral left, neutral, forward neutral, back neutral. Now for the rudders, full left and full right. All flight controls are free and correct. We'll release the parking brake, we'll stand on the brakes, and we'll give it a bit of a takeoff config. It's not ready for that yet, that's fine. Taxi is pretty simple here in Zurich from our position at the moment. Straight ahead onto the taxiway, right hand turn down towards runway 16. Can come on and report. support him. Which one's the weather radar? That's on. Weather radar and lights can come on now. Let's go to Mauritius. First time going to Mauritius in the sim. Packs off. Can't wait. It's a nice approach into Mauritius. Hopefully Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 does it justice. Because the scenery we're taking off from now is brilliant, and the scenery around Zurich is stunning. But sadly we can't see it because it's pitch black. Right, let's see how good this lineup is. Not too bad. Not the best, not the worst. We're basically on the line. There you go. Right, chrono. Throttles to half. Forward pressure on the stick. Stable. Mantoga SRS runway nav blue. Speed's alive. Tony centre line with a bit of left rudder. Neutral on the stick. V1.
V1.
We're going flying. Rotate. Positive, right? Go gear up. Nav. 2,000 feet, we'll start that turn. Goodbye, Zurich. And there's that left-hand turn. Thrust, climb, climb. Nose forward. Let's make that sound. Look at that down there. Autopilot 1 on. Runway turn-offs. Taxi light on. And goodbye, Zurich. So the flaps should come in on their own in a second. Which they are now. There you go. And we'll maintain slats. One on, and the ice can come on now. And back to the airplane's going to pressurise itself. Flaps up. Lovely, look at that, brilliant. I do rate inibuilds that they put like that effect around the engines, around the wings. That is really good. Flying in some crap weather. So it's going to level us off at 5,000 and we'll maintain that for a little bit and then we'll go open climb up to 330. There you go, look at that. Sat in the bottom layer of this soup, just being able to see the ground below us. That's 330, so we'll just go 330, open climb, speed's going to increase. And that is pretty much it as we climb out of Zurich. We're standard barometric pressure. I'll leave you with some climb and cruise highlights, and I'll see you in about 11 hours when we're descending into Mauritius. Hello guys, and welcome back into the flight deck. It's been a long time in the air, and we're over Mauritius. Beautiful. The inibuilds has handled everything very well. In the night while I was asleep, it did step climbs correctly. We went up to 350, which was our maximum cruising altitude. Did a little bit of speed breakout. Start slowing the aeroplane down. Slow the speed brake slowly as the speed's coming back quite nicely now. So run our downwind leg, get the landing lights on. really like to go to Mauritius in real life. Saying that though, the weather here, it's 24 degrees, but that weather just north of the airport does not look fun at all. That looks like a rain shower that's developing over off the left-hand wing. So coming back nicely now. Speed's holding quite nice. Got a bit of a stonker of a tailwind pushing us along. You can see why they're using 3.2, the RNAV. Winds have picked up slightly. About 2 hours ago when I checked, it was variable at 2. Now it's 15 knots down the runway. Beautiful, look at that. It's really nice down there. There's the airport. FSDG, Mauritius. Now we've gone for low auto brake and go max reverse. Flaps forward. That should get us nicely positioned for the exit that we need. And then we'll take any heavy stand. I don't know where they park. It's not that big of an airport, so it should be quite easy to see where they park. A little bit of speed brake out now. Vertical speed. We'll activate the approach mode, and we don't need landing system. I don't know whether in this aircraft we click approach. So there's flaps 1, only slats coming out. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? That noise is still there though, for taking the wheelie bins out noise, which isn't the best. I'm making that left hand turn now. So we do need approach then. So approach mode, and the aeroplane's going to start slowing itself down. Speed brakes are now armed. Let's start our final left-hand turn. Beautiful, look at that. Right, flaps 2. Descending on path now. And the go around is 4,000 feet. And there is the airfield in sight. So the speed's coming back quite nicely now. Nice thing about an Airbus is it does nearly everything for you. You just have to need to extend the flaps. So get the rest of the lights on. Down, manage speed. Flaps 3. And flaps 4. Checklist complete, no blue. We'll disconnect shortly. There's 1,000 foot come in. Disconnecting the autopilot. It's my aeroplane, 4,000 feet set. Cancel the horn. And I hope the runway's loaded. That doesn't look like it's loading. We'll continue anyway. So winds are a bit all over the shop. Looks good though. I love the A340. The wing looks so cool. Wind's blowing us. Actually, up the wind. It's really weird, the wind sort of blew us upwind, even though it's saying we've got... Anyway, it's the Microsoft Flight Simulator winds being the wind type, isn't it? So now we're downwind correcting. Winds are dying off a little bit now. Hold it there, down we are, spin brakes, and now up, reverses are green, decelerating, welcome down to Mauritius, that was pretty successful. The call outs are very quiet though, I had to concentrate on listening to them. Order brake off. Reverses can be stowed. That was pretty successful. And the scenery did load. I was worried about that for a second. And we'll take Alpha off. We'll go for gate 9. No, we don't need any vehicles. Lights can come off. And weather radar. And stand 9 is directly in front of us. That's pretty successful. APU starting. Swing it round. Mauritius doing the catering for us today. The scenery looks pretty good actually. I have a small problem with FSDG. They do pretty good sceneries, they're okay, but the texturing sometimes on the terminal's not that good. And a lot of the time the sceneries are just ported over from like X-Plane and stuff, but this looks okay. This looks like an add-on I've paid for. I think I bought it in a sale last year. I think it was only like £8, so all flaps are still out. Get them extended. Speed brake disarmed. Naughty first officer. Call it there. Parking brake set. Wait for the flaps to come in. Taxi light off, and flaps are now up. So AP bleed on 1, 2, 3 and 4 dead. Beacon light off, seatbelt sign off, and welcome down to Mauritius. So guys, welcome down to Mauritius. Hope you enjoyed that 11-hour flight as much as I did. Very nice to get back in the Edelweiss A340 since its update. Actually, speaking about update, we've just landed. I've just checked my phone, and there's another update out for it, so we might have to fly it again very soon. But it was very enjoyable. It did everything we asked of it, and both sceneries were very nice. Ticked off a new destination on the channel as well. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with another video.